Roman Abramovich has called a halt to Chelsea's £1 billion Stamford Bridge rebuild, throwing the future of the project into question. Chelsea issued a statement on Thursday afternoon blaming the current unfavourable investment climate for the decision. Abramovich has faced weeks of difficulty over his right to work in the UK, prompting the decision that now is not the right time to pursue such an expensive project. Facing delays in having his UK Tier 1 visa renewed, Abramovich took Israeli citizenship earlier this week, allowing him to travel visa-free in the UK but not to work here. According to a report in the Jerusalem Post on Thursday, he has now withdrawn his application for a new UK visa pending the UK government's review of the issuing of investor visas. As Abramovich can freely travel to the UK with his Israeli passport, the day-to-day situation at Chelsea is unchanged and was described today as business as usual. But the news raises questions about when Abramovich will be able to invest again, and when Chelsea will get their long-planned new stadium. In a last-ditch attempt to stop Arsenal sinking any further down the league, Puma have decided to add red armbands to the 2018-19 edition. This shirt looks as though a Yokohama tire has run over it, leaving strips of red and white. Now this is a nice kit, a throwback to the good old days. It looks like Brazil, which is never a bad thing. Another top kit, despite what Christian Benteke and Wilfried Zaha seem to think judging by their facial expressions. Another good kit, Puma are nailing it here, and Zaha's pout is improving. No, relegate them immediately. Anything Mo Salah touches turns to gold, or a deep red pepper if you read the marketing launch. Like a child, he's been asked to design this but was only given 2 highlighters and a bag of dang fastics. Nike seemed to have given up here. City are set to drop them as a sponsor, and judging from this, Nike aren't bothered about it. Set to be modelled by Dennis the Menace, this is just Watford's kit from last season but in red. A hark back to the club's first European Cup back in 1968, 50 years later. This really had better not be just a rumoured kit. It's magnificent. Enclo, please insert new printer cartridge. Oh, now I do. The third kit is the after photo of the away kit after it's been gunged on a Get Your Own Back style TV show for football kits, hosted by Dave Benson. Phillips. West Ham have added extra claret this season so any blood spilled on the shirt from fan violence will be less easily detectable. Not a bad attempt and a refreshing step away from the now usual fluorescent away kits. Looks a bit lazy, like the G logo is written on duct tape with Typex. If you squint really hard, it's actually a picture of Neymar, Suarez and Messi modeling Barcelona's 2012-13 home kit. Can't stray too far from the classic, and Nike haven't tried to. Always strange when a club who resist the extra money from a shirt sponsor for so long go straight for Qatar Airways immediately after deciding to change their tradition. Chelsea have already been through a lengthy planning process to get this far with their stadium. Chelsea received planning permission from Hammersmith and Fulham Council on the 11th of January 2017 and formal approval from the Office of Mayor Sadiq Khan, supporting the council's decision, on the 6th of March 2017. Even then Chelsea faced an injunction from a local family who argued that the new ground would deprive them of their right to light, and it was only in January 2018 that the council agreed to compulsorily purchase a particular piece of land, thereby invalidating the injunction. The plan was for Chelsea to play 2 more seasons at Stamford Bridge and then to knock it down, play elsewhere for 4 seasons and then move to the new ground for the start of the 2024-2025 season. Abramovich to become Israeli citizen after UK visa delay. Chelsea announced on Thursday that while the new stadium project was on hold, that no further pre-construction design and planning work will occur, and that the club does not have a time frame set for reconsideration of its decision. But the club cannot wait indefinitely for a more favourable investment climate. The planning permission they won only lasts for 3 years from the mayor's approval, meaning that if work has not started by March 2020, then the planning permission will expire and Chelsea will have to start the process from scratch. We are aware of this latest news, and are in regular contact with Chelsea Football Club, said a spokesperson for Hammersmith and Fulham Council. It remains our main priority to get the best benefits from this development for the people of Hammersmith and Fulham. Chelsea's football operations are in limbo too, with Antonio Conte still at the club even though his departure is widely expected this summer. Maurizio Sarri is favourite to replace him and has even been replaced as Napoli manager by Carlo Ancelotti, but no agreement has been reached for Conte to leave or Sarri to join. Key players Eden Hazard and Thibaut Courtois are still yet to sign new contracts at the club. Follow the Independent Sport on Instagram here, for all of the best images, videos and stories from around the sporting world.